Okay, it's Dave here from Amplify. I'm talking to Donovan Melero from Hail the Sun. G'day, Donovan. How are you?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. How'd the band come together? Tell us the origins for any new fans here.
Eric is one of the guitarists in the band. I've been friends with him since the third grade. We were in bands together since the sixth grade. And we were in punk bands, death metal bands. We finally formed what would be Hail the Sun around 2007. And we moved up north for college in 2007, about the same year. We met John and Shane that same year. And uh, two years later, we were all in the band together, and it's just been the same guys ever since. It just flowed. It stuck.
And the
That's
rest the rest is history.
that's that's right. I'd say that's the best thing I got out of my college experience was Hail the Sun.
And this is you were talking before, this is in Massachusetts, is it?
No, this was a college in Northern California.
Northern Cal. Okay, okay. And Hail the Sun? No, is that because it's California and the sun never always shines, or?
No, it's because the sun is the giver of life, and we worship the sun before we worshiped any deities. Without it, we'd be gone.
Good. God bless the Aztecs. What about the journey since then? So, obviously, most people are having, especially with technology changes and streaming and CDs and all this sort of stuff. What's the journey been like since then? Have you noticed? Has the sound changed? We'll talk about the sound in a second, but what's it been like? What's happened? Some highlights.
I mean, we've just been slow burning since 2010. We've never felt anything decrease. It's only continued to grow. And we've gone from playing to just the bartender on our first few tours to this last tour was the most successful one. We sold out the Wiltern Theater, over 2,000 people in Los Angeles.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's been just fun being with the same guys for so long.
And how would you describe your sound? You were talking a little bit about it before.
They just rock music. I really think we're just rock music. There's progressive elements, but we consider ourselves a rock band.
And like old school or modern? In other words, lots of riffs and all that like the old days,
Yeah,
or
modern. No, I'd say modern.
modern?
A lot more
Okay.
modern rock. Yeah.
And fans, what do you think fans resonate with it? Is it more the performance or more the music?
I think it's both. I think
Both.
it's the music, but I'll say that our live show is something we're very proud of, and we seem to really win audiences over by doing the live show.
Influences? What artists would you say have influenced you predominantly? Is there something, or is it just general?
They're all over, but I would say bands like At the Drive-In, The Fall of Troy, the Mars Volta, big influences of ours.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, your latest EP, Hail the Sun on Audio Tree Live. What's that all about? It's an interesting thing.
Audio Tree is a collective in Chicago that does live videos and live recordings, in studio interviews and stuff. We just happened to do that for them in February. We've been trying to make that work for a while. We're very glad that we did. Our latest record, Cut Turn Fade Back, came out the end of last year.
Okay, and your latest album or your latest it came out the end of
Album, yeah.
last, and it's the
Hmm.
one. It's the one you're currently pumping.
Yep, that's correct.
What are some of the features? If I was an artist, if I was a fan and I was turning up, which tracks would you direct me to?
I would say I put on Relapse, It's a Love Affair, and War Crimes.
Okay, okay, okay. And what new music is? You got some new music on the drawing board?
No, I mean, we're always writing, but this album's still very fresh. It's only 6 months old. So we're still touring off that and getting as much traction as we can.
Okay, touring. You're touring here next month.
Yeah.
What about some of the other places? Have you been around the place? You've been to Europe, been to?
Yep. Yeah. We did a full US tour. Then we'll do a European tour, then a full US tour. Now we're doing Australia. We'll do the US again around some festivals here. And then we'll go back to Europe at the end of the year.
Have you been here before?
Yes. Last February.
And what are you looking forward to this time?
I'm just playing shows, really playing shows and experiencing another continent again. We are doing Perth and Adelaide this time, which we did not do last time. and I'm excited to see those cities.
So you only did the East Coast last time. So
Right.
and Perth and Adelaide, Perth's like almost traveling to fucking Europe. It's a long way away. So, but
Yeah.
Australian fans, you should know from last time, Australian fans are pretty committed. So I'm sure you have some good turnout.
Yeah.
Tickets selling well.
Yeah, they are. They are. It's our first time doing a headline tour over here and or over in Australia, and tickets are selling well. We should see
Who
some sellouts.
who's supporting?
We just recently picked support. It was just us on the bill for now. We're doing some regional acts though, and they'll be announced, I believe, next week.
Sensational. We'll look out for it.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could perform with any music artist, alive or dead, who would you choose? Why?
Oh my God, that is so tough. I would say Led Zeppelin because I think
Yeah,
that'd be I'd love to see how rabid the fan base is.
they were. If people only knew how big they were, I'm old enough to know how big they were. They were unbelievably big. They were like the
Yeah, yeah,
Beatles. Really, they were
yeah.
huge. Okay, what long-term aspirations do you still have as artists? You look like you just, in comparison to me, you look like you're still boys. So what are you still working towards?
I mean, I still have that. I'm still very hungry. We all are. We just want to continue to grow the business and the brand and the art as much as we can and see where it takes us. And the life experiences that I've gotten, the other business endeavors that I have, everything that has come from Hillside, including, in fact, maybe most importantly, the relationships and friendships have been real and astronomical. So as many more life experiences as possible, that's what I aspire from from Hale Sun's viewpoint.
How have you dealt with, most of the time people, when they're going to school and all that sort of stuff, they don't have commitments. And as they move into partners and mortgages and all this sort of stuff, they've got commitments that restrict them from doing stuff. You guys
Yeah,
been pretty cool with that, or, you know,
yeah, yeah. As outside life endeavors grow, the band grows, and the band is in a good spot, and we've all grown together. Thankfully, the same guys for 15 years. Because we learned how to be in this marriage very early on. We learned how we work, and we're very grateful to have grown together um, and figure it out.
you still live in the same place?
I live in Los Angeles.
And
Yeah, and
the,
I guess I've been there for the last
the
7 years.
rest the rest of the band?
Two are in LA, one's in Arizona. I guess I would say four are SoCal, and then one's Arizona.
Okay. All right. Uh, what do you like most about performing to a live audience?
I like being able to express the art that we have planned behind closed doors. I like being able to deliver that in a way and package it in a way that is completely different than writing it or recording it to a live audience. And I also I do my very, very best to hit these moments of it's going to sound maybe cliche, but, and it's not often, but I can hit these ethereal points in my own brain, in my own mind, where I'm just sailing. And it does feel like it's almost like a blackout, but not in a bad way.
No, that's
The
cool. That's
high.
cool.
Yeah, it's a high.
And the career highlight?
One of the most recent one was selling out the Wiltern Theater in Los Angeles. That was a big one for us because, as I mentioned, we used to play VFW halls there or bars. Our first LA show was at a bar where we truly just played to the bartender, the bar owner, and the band that we were touring with back in 2010. So then to sell out this a very iconic theater was a big moment for us.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. All right, let's get into a few of the stupid questions. Although
Sure.
we'll share some more of those later. What's the craziest thing you've ever done? If you can
I
tell
can't
us.
say. I can't say.
No, I can understand. You know
No,
how
I
many
hear
people don't answer that question? Most don't answer that question because their mind immediately goes to something. If you're touring, you wouldn't get in if you told me.
you.
What's the one topic you can talk about for hours?
It's great. Music industry or conspiracies?
Conspiracies, as in American conspiracies at the moment?
Yeah. Real. So the JFK one's very fascinating.
9/11.
Yeah, that's another fascinating one. Yeah, stuff like that,
So,
and
so
just alien conspiracies and
I
the
think
stuff that our government knows.
I think once you have an exposure to, like, we live in a time when information's super available because there's a million
Right.
people with phones and there's a million
Yeah.
reporters and all this sort of stuff. And once you start to understand how corrupt our government is, Israel, all this sort of stuff, all the different influences that have played a part, and how people have been killed, unbelievable. If they can kill 140 school kids and not care about it and all this sort of stuff, you start to see the other side of buildings falling that have never fallen before, buildings
Yeah.
falling that never got touched by anything. People getting. I think the guy in 9/11 he put in a doubled his insurance and he got paid billions of dollars and
Yeah.
all this sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
It's truly flabbergasting.
Flabbergasting, and I think that anything's potentially possible, especially what's going on over there at the moment is must be disheartening, unbelievably, because one of the
Yeah.
things, and I'll get back on the interview, but one of the things that America stood for was bang, it's America. It's the biggest, it's the best, it's all this sort of stuff. Whether it was or not, or whether that was a bit of an illusion, no problem, but it still had some sort of status. And
Mhm.
right now around the world, you say the word and everyone sort of turns their head, and that's an unfortunate thing. My dad was born in Montrose, Colorado, so I'm a dual national. So
Okay, right on.
so I take it to heart a little bit because as I've grown through the years, I've sort of I probably the Star Spangled probably gives me more curls than her own. Okay, what's the thing you like most about yourself?
My drive.
You what?
The drive.
You drive.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. Okay, so let's finish off with let's finish this off with some of your all-time, or they can just be current favorites, so you can choose. Favorite album,
Francis the Mute by the Mars Volta.
favorite artist,
The Mars Volta.
favorite movie.
Fight Club.
We don't talk about Fight Club here. Favorite place to visit,
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
Well, they've just gone through that primary over there where they installed a criminal instead of the 6-time.
No, I know it's awful.
It's just unbelievable. Favorite venue to play?
House of Blues, Orlando.
Orlando. That's a great place. Favorite food?
Pizza.
What sort?
Just cheese. Actually, vegan meatball.
So you don't have if you're not doing anywhere near Byron, are you? You're just doing Brisbane.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing Byron, like if you went down there for a festival or something, they've got a place called Mullumbimby. They've got the best pizza shop in Australia. But we have
I
different
love
pizza. Your
vegan meatball. That'd be my
your
favorite.
your pizzas you sort of pick up and they fold and all this sort of stuff. We
Mhm.
we eat our pizza a bit different. Favorite drink?
Coca-Cola. Although I'm not drinking soda at the moment, but Coca-Cola.
Full
Sorry?
full Coca-Cola, not zero or
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah, correct.
favorite person in history apart from me.
um, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I favorite person in history.
Well, I'd say that because you do the conspiracies and all that sort of stuff, you're sort of a little philosophical because basically you're looking at life and what's taking place and you're questioning stuff and all that sort of gear. So, do you have anybody that, in that historical sense, that sort of think, you know?
Favorite person in history?
Could be dad. You could say dad. You could say Mandela because you understand how hard it is to live in a prison
Right.
cell.
That's just such a important question, and
It
I
is, it
couldn't,
is, it is, it
without
is.
thinking about it, I just couldn't name
No,
someone.
that's all right. Leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. And the last question is favorite tattoo. And I saw you've got a stack of tattoos there.
Yeah,
What's,
I'd say
what,
probably my hand tattoo.
and that is
It's
of
space. It's just more space.
when did you start getting tattoos?
When I was 18.
And you've been getting them regularly since, or you sort of go in spurts?
I'd say the bigger pieces are spurts, but regularly here and
Same
there.
same place, or if you travel, you'll get one.
If I travel, yeah. Although I do have an artist now who's in Orlando that I go to for all my like my hand piece, my neck piece.
That's it. That's it. But before you go, Hail the Sun's the name of the band. They're touring Australia next month in June.
Yep.
They're doing 5 dates around the country. They're going all over, so you can check them out all over. If you want to hear their music, their latest music is
Cut, turn, fade back.
Cut,
That's
Turn,
the album.
Fade Back. That's the album. And
Yep.
you can check out some videos, I presume, on that Audio Tree EP. So
That's right. Yeah,
you
they
can
put some
check that
songs on
out.
that.
Plus, Donovan said he's going to probably do some short videos for us, so you can check that out too. We'll get them up soon as well. I'll send him some stuff and yeah, keep up with Hail the Sun. All right, man. All the best. Good luck with everything. Hope the tour goes
Thank you.
really well. Hope you have a ball. And thanks for your
Thank you
time
so
today.
much. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good on you, mate. All the best. Bye.